Happily, we are gathered here today to recognize the contributions enslaved African Americans made to the construction of the United States Capitol and to honor their work and their legacy.
Today, through these plaques, we move one step closer to realizing the dream of an all inclusive and more perfect union. Today, through these plaques, we now tell the full history of our nation and this Capitol building. Today, through these plaques, we now remind all visitors of the work of enslaved African Americans in building the Temple of Freedom.
When the Capitol was first being built in the late 17 and early 1800s, enslaved African Americans worked in all facets of its construction. For nearly 200 years, the stories of these slave laborers were mostly unknown to the visitors of the Capitol. We forgot to say thank you to these incredible, skilled, and talented craftsmen and workers. These plaques, in their own right, will serve as a symbol of their sacrifice and will be seen by visitors who enter the building forevermore.
And they eventually helped construct what we know now as the greatest symbol of representative government in the world, and that's our Capitol dome. The plaques that we're dedicating today simply say, we will not forget. American slaves not only helped build the Capitol, they helped build a nation. And I think our nation owes them a debt of gratitude.
To remind ourselves that for nearly a century after the Declaration of Independence was signed, an entire race of people in our country was denied the God-given rights about which Jefferson wrote in that immortal document. And finally, because in remembering the slaves who labored here, we give them in death some measure of the dignity they were so cruelly denied in life.
Each of us speaking today recognizes what a privilege it is to call this place our workplace. But countless local slaves labored here long before we, or any senators or congressmen before us, could enjoy that honor. In this place, where so much of American history is written, it is our duty to ensure that none of it, no matter how foul, is erased from our national memory. That's what we're doing here today. We share their story and place this plaque not only for those who worked here generations ago, but for those who will work and visit here for generations to come.
Out of a dark chapter in our past, an age of equality denied, rights refused, a dream not yet realized, these masons, carpenters, painters, and others gave us this house of liberty and this beacon of hope for our nation and indeed the world. Today we honor men and women who not only constructed a single building, but became critical threads in the fabric of our country's heritage, and we will continue to honor the diversity of our nation in the months and years ahead.